Hey, Ophiuchus, welcome to your reading. Thank you for being so patient with me. I think that all of the gobs of oil of oregano, protective blend, tea tree, CBD, turmeric, red light therapy, Reiki, cold compresses, all of that. Well, hello there, mister. I think knocked down the infection that I had abscessing in my jaw. I am going to the dentist still today. Hello. And I'll have it looked at this afternoon. But most of the sensitivity is gone this morning. Most of the swelling is gone this morning. I was able to put my Invisalign back in. Okay, here. Get up here. Hurry, hurry. Okay. Keep it going. Keep it going. There you go. So I appreciate you guys just being patient with me, getting the readings out. It was an awful weekend. Okay. So let's see what's going on here for you, right? You're going with this spiritual flow of your heart and your soul, but mainly your heart. You're like, I'm really in my heart space right now, right? I'm really in my emotions, but you're taking them to a much higher level. And I feel like it's very interesting. The winter energy, like, I think you've kind of sent energetically, you've been like, okay, I love you, but if you don't want me, I'm good. Okay, I think you've kind of gotten to this space where it's like, I'm good with me. Okay, but to get there, it was exhausting. And now that you've made this decision, it's kind of like, I love how Spirit's showing this. Okay, you know how the yin and the yang, right, look like the 9, right, and the 6 sort of, but it's when they're like facing each other in a way, right? It's that very specific way. It's got to be the 6 and then the 9, and then they match up. Well, I think that you're so exhausted that you've turned away. And because you've done that, you might be getting dreams where this energy is coming into your dream space, trying to release the karma, trying to heal that 5D energy with you. I feel like you are so close to being exactly where you're meant to be for yourself. There's just this challenge, I feel like, of your old self pulling you back. And I do feel like, yeah, if something's meant for you, it will be yours. But I do feel like Spirit's saying this is kind of the key, to be completely okay by yourself, to be completely aligned to your own energy frequency, to yourself. It's how you align to someone else. And this doesn't mean that you're in separation. You don't have to be in separation to be independent. Okay. You could be in a committed relationship and you could be like, yeah, I'm just getting over the codependency. Okay, so take it as it resonates for you, but I find that is a very beautiful message. So we're doing the reading a little bit differently today. Okay, so we're looking at what you just left behind, what you've just completed. Thank you, Spirit. Big completion. Oof. The mother load. You just completed the mother load. Okay, what are you dealing with right now? Thank you. And where are you heading? Ooh, thank you. Underlying the mountain, you've come out of the cave. You've come out of the cave, right? To your heart. What did I say? This is all about your heart. You're seeing your heart differently. You're seeing the wide open spaces, and you're realizing that I can hold something in my heart, but I don't need to anchor myself into something, right? It's kind of like, if you're meant for me, you're meant for me. And I don't need to anchor myself to you. I don't need to hold this down. You lay down. We're not going to bark at our friend. Okay. So here in the past, why I was laughing is that's the world card. That's the end. Anima Mundi. Okay. So, some of this was just written in the stars, written in the planets. It was meant to happen this way for you all along, and you may have been resisting it, but you can't resist the transitions of your chart, your natal, your push and pull of the planets and the stars, right? Currently, you are, again, right? Like there's this protection, I feel like, of this gem of you, your heart, your being. And it comes in energy out of kind of like knowing your path, I feel like. And you may have a couple of different options right now, but you know that no matter what, you're going down the path. And that's the important part, right? It doesn't matter who goes with you, you're going on the path. And you've kind of come to the realization that that's the most important part. And where you're heading is releasing that karmic energy. And as you do that, it's almost like, what next, Spirit? Okay, show me what else you've got to throw at me that I can get rid of. Like, it's almost like you're in this very highly spiritual place, really using that Capricorn energy to, over the next 6 months, to be like, yeah, I'm releasing, I'm cleaning up, I'm getting rid of all of these obstacles in my life, so that I go into 2024 really renewed, really on my path. And some of this, I think, might be hard, but it really is about the love of yourself, right? You are seeing through all the chaos that as long as I love me and I recognize that what is meant for me is always with me, nothing can stop me. Okay, and that's really very beautiful. And they want me to look here. Yeah, the cards were split. And there's the vessel. Okay, the mountain and the vessel. Like, this is definitely a, Spirit's like, this is definitely a love story. Definitely a love story of self, right? Because we've got the world card on the bottom here too. So, huge cycle shift here, okay? Anima Mundi. Yeah, the Magician, okay? You've manifested, like, it, you're like, I'm not quite ready. Like, Spirit, I feel like, was like, okay, you can just end this cycle and move into this new part of your world and go forward. And you're like, that's all in good, Spirit, but I'm ready to clear it all out. Okay, so I feel like some of you are like, no, I'm down and dirty, right? You've been like, I'm down and dirty, getting rid of everything. And so you've had this massive spiritual awakening. And part of this is because Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, right? You realize that you have been repeating cycles in life or over lifetimes. And you are realizing that, yeah, I can clear a little bit and enjoy things, or I can clear a lot and let everything rebloom, right? Like, it's like clearing the field and replanting it completely, right? Yeah. You've moved through a lot of lessons, Five of Wands, and these lessons have been all about curious energies of release, okay? So the gem. Yeah, again, Nine of Cups. You're swimming in the emotions of finding yourself, loving yourself, to the Ten of Cups, okay? And I love that, because you know that if I love myself, then that's the greatest love of all, and all other loves will be resonating so much higher. King of Wands, okay, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Again, you're showing me this independence, okay? I know my worth. I see the interaction and the intersection of my being with others, but I also don't have to depend on them in order to have a healthy relationship and have the healthy love that 10 of Cups, right? You're closing out some massive cycles here, 8 of Wands, and you're open to new. And it's really beautiful. They're showing me here, again, this energy of success and joy and creation and co-creation in your work. Okay, the Village and the Shaman here, moving forward, Knight of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Some of this you may actually work through in a specific relationship. Okay, this may be a specific relationship where there's been hardships, there's been hurts, and you may go even deeper to heal some of those wounds so that you can clear your love of this past energy. Yeah, the answer to your question is no. If you're wondering if you're going to get back together with someone, I don't think so. I think this is just healing. Healing it. It might just be having that open conversation or open within yourself to heal those wounds caused by this relationship so that you can move forward. Again, it doesn't have to be a relationship with a lover. It can be a relationship with anyone. Okay, Apocalypse, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, again, it's okay to let others come in and help you. It's okay to let your happiness include others and let others have a seat at the table. King of Swords here and the King of Pentacles. And we've already got the King of Wands. So I kind of feel like there's this energy of, right, I know I'm stable, I'm actionable, okay, but you're still waiting. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Okay, I feel like that's what really changes things with the Wheel of Fortune here as you move forward. Okay, the Lover, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I do feel like we've got a feminine and masculine here that are taking their time. Male or female, doesn't matter. Could be female, female, male, male, doesn't matter. But it's a divine feminine and a divine masculine energy. And I do feel like there's the masculines like really like understanding that they bring their shadow with them. And it's okay to work through that and take their time. And the feminine is really awakening to their own inner power of self-love, right? And again, we don't have to do it together here, right? 2 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. We can do work on our own. And there's our Queen of Wands, okay? And get to this transformation separately as needed, which is actually, you know, a very healthy thing. 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Okay, one of the things you had to learn was how to walk away into your own sovereignty. Okay, walking into the new on your own accord and not having it be a choice made for you. Okay, Queen of Swords. The knowing that, yeah, it stings for a minute, but when you follow what's blossoming in your life and you follow what feels fresh and rebirthing and new, then if something's meant for you, it will rise up as well. Okay, and so that's a very beautiful energy here. Yeah, okay, that was what was missing in your success, and I think that you realize that. You may have kept friends at bay because of some of the toxic relationships, behaviors in your life, right? People, places, and things that were getting in your head. But I think that you finally found that this releasing and moving yourself forward was the secret that you had been missing. Okay, Eight of Wands. Okay, the Devil. Again, I'm letting go of the things that are toxic. I'm closing out cycles. I'm freeing myself from some of those toxic behaviors. Okay, yeah, Five of Wands. Some of you are very much in the thick of it. Okay, right now, Five of Cups. And I'm getting, they're singing to me. I don't know why they're singing this to me. They're singing to me the Backyardigans. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. I don't know why. Okay. But again, you are finding through this pain, through these lessons, through this introspection about your own shadows, your own deep passions, and your own bloodline. You're finding this truth of yourself and this way to love yourself that opens you up to love in a healthier way. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles here, Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. Okay, again, it's like, where have I not found that I was enough? When I actually was enough. And when I realize I'm enough, that transformation allows me to speak to myself and others differently. And that's the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're seeing over this moon cycle here, the shift. Yeah, there's the moon. Okay, from this new moon that we just had to the next new moon, I feel like is going to be this big shift for you. Okay. Yeah. And you're very determined. Head down to the grindstone of doing this work. Again, it's a lot of healing and a lot of tearing yourself apart to put yourself back together again. Not very easy, but very much important. And it's leading you to all of this new energy, right? We've got the ace, right? It's a lot of new energy coming forward where the three aces really tell me that you're on your path that you're meant to be on, and that it's almost like, I write about it in my book. It's one of my chapters in, I think, my book from the Diary of Wu, Accelerated Shaman. And I kind of feel like some of you are on that path, that accelerated shaman, that accelerated spiritual path, okay? So what else here? Okay, again, this is a big month for you, okay? You're getting grounded, you're making solid plans, and you're growing in this. But Cancer season, you don't see very well yet because you're really focusing into your heart. And so you're trying not to get into your mind. You're trying to really work through your heart with this. Okay, this is going to open you up to wishes that you've had manifesting. Okay, because I don't think you believe that they would grow. And it's like what you thought couldn't grow, in many ways, is yourself. Okay. Or you didn't think that you could grow into letting someone come into your life in that way. And I feel like you can, right? It's all in the timing because you've been kind of all over the place trying to heal. Again, very symbolic here, aligned with the Magician card, where you kind of were like, I'm not allowing this transformation to end, but I've got to get to the end, but I need to get rid of all of it. Because you can see in the future, that's when it all comes together. Capricorn season for you is going to be very big. It's where it all kind of comes together and you are allowed to finally free yourself of lifetimes worth of bullshit. Okay? See what the universe here says. Yeah, you're working towards your sun, right? Your sunshine. Ace of Wands. Okay? And Spirit is, right, getting ready to offer it in the future. It's going to grow a little slow, but it's coming. Okay? It's important that you know that. Yeah, okay. And it's because, again, the three, the ace, the ace, the ace, the 10 of swords. When I realized through my pain that I transformed, then, right, I right my ship. I speak to myself differently. I change the way that I am feeling. Yeah, I start buying myself flowers, okay? Queen of Swords, the coffin, and the clover, right? I don't need someone to make me successful. I am successful, okay, as I am. Anything else that comes in is icing on the cake, but I am successful, right? There's the world card again, the mountain, 21, okay, 8 of swords. You're cutting yourself free from that old belief, anima mundi, right? And writing yourself your own love story, which is very beautiful. Let's close it with a Moonology card here, and then I am going to move to Patreon. It's donation based. It renews at the first of every month so that I don't have to worry about who's renewing when, what. You can change whatever you want to do with that. Link is down below. I'm going to look at you and the energy coming towards you or that you're dealing with. Okay? Yeah, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. This is a big ending. Big ending, big release, big new beginning. And I love it. All right. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay. Because obviously my views have been down because I have not been here. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful week. Okay. Bye.